Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Agave Talk, your number one source for everything agave. We appreciate you being here with us today. Today, I am bringing you the brand Tierra Noble. Yes, Tierra Noble. This means the noble land. This is actually a brand that's been around for a very long time, but you don't see it anywhere. Why? Because that's why you come here. I'm the only person bringing you everything and anything, right? I review everything, anything, and Tierra Noble is something I'm bringing you today, and it's actually really unique. When people go to Guadalajara, they go to Jalisco, usually the tourists and any other, anybody who's into agave is really going to go straight to tequila, and Los Altos, and just kind of staying around Amatitan, right? They're just staying really in this tiny little circle of places. But Tierra Noble is actually in a town called Mazamitla. Mazamitla is actually about 124 kilometers south of Guadalajara. Nobody's going there. Who's going there? I'm going there, right? And that's why I'm also bringing you Tierra Noble, the noble land, because again, there's so much tequila out there and there's so many places it's being produced that you have to go explore. That's why I'm always encouraging on here, drink everything and anything. The only person actually telling you to do that, why? Because I do it myself, right? You never know what you're going to find. And Tierra Noble is actually kind of cool. They're actually one of the highest distilleries in the world. And you can see this right here. Destilado a 7,200 pies sobre el nivel del mar. So that means distillated at 7,200 feet above sea level, one of the highest distilleries in the world. And this is a Tequila Blanco, yeah. So they're actually getting their agaves. Their agaves are growing at that altitude. So really unique, noble land, their land. That's why they're playing that name to it, because their agaves are coming from that altitude, and just their processes are kind of cool as well, right? So their fermentation, another something really unique about this brand is their fermentation. The fermentation at this altitude is going to be a lot slower than fermentation at lower altitudes. What that does is it allows the fermentation to really become aromatic, rich, right? And it takes days and days and days. What's really cool is they're actually doing a second fermentation, which is, something that, hey, unique to this brand as well, something that they're doing to bring out more of those flavors. And they're saying that, that really, that fermentation process, you're getting some intense herbal notes. It's really cooked agave forward. So, we'll see. All right. But beautiful bottle. I've always loved the label on this big, tall wine bottle style, right? But man, just the branding on this is absolutely beautiful. Of course, 100% agave coming in at 40%. And let me pull that back. Yeah, right there. All right. So Tierra Noble coming out of NOM 1558. Go check that out. I guarantee you've never seen this anywhere. Why? Because I don't see this anywhere. You're welcome. That's why you're here, all right? But man, beautiful bottle with the wax. They do offer a Reposado and an Añejo, but I'm a fan of Blancos. So I'm about to open this up right here. Let me just pull this. I'm pulling this pull tab, and I'm trying to pull this pull tab. This is not easy. They really wax. There we go. All right. That is really waxed on, though. Oh, man. All right. I got it off. Let your bottles pop. Oh, whoa. All right. So it even has like this plastic sleeve underneath. That's interesting. And the cork is blue. That's interesting. I like that. All right, I'm going to set that to the side. I'm going to pour this out. If you have not done so already, please hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right. So a little bit dripping down the glass. That's all right. Tierra Noble, Blanco Tequila. Let's see what happens. All right. So taking a look at the legs and tiers on this. Let me move this out and get this into focus. Oh, come on. It's there. You can kind of see it, and it's really going nowhere. That is really going. There we go. Oh, yeah. I mean, even the time it took for me to get that into focus, That's stuck. That is going nowhere. Very interesting. Highly recommend Googling. Go down that rabbit hole and go see all the other regions that produce tequila. And again, when you see people and you have people who talk about tequila, oh, I'm going to tequila, like they're going to one single place. They rarely ever explore any of these other places that are allowed to produce tequila. And hey, whatever reason that is, but there are some really cool places like here in Mazamitla where Tierra Noble comes from, right? So let's take a smell. Oh yeah. Woo. I love blancos, and I love blancos that smell like agave. This is that. Man, oh man. Very agave forward. Little bit of ethanol on there, but as I'm smelling, it is dissipating. And when I say it's like a hint, all right, it's definitely a hint. And it's just agave forward. And that's always what I'm looking for in a Blanco. When you're drinking tequila, your tequila should taste like agave. When you're drinking a Blanco, it should absolutely taste like agave, right? Because there's no aging, there's no nothing. That's what your base is. And if your base is amazing, the rest of it's going to be great. This right here, oh yeah, it really is just cooked agave. It's a little herbal. You got some herbs in there, a little minty for sure. Yeah, it's got some mint. It's got some herb. It's herbaceous slightly, but it's all hints in connection to the actual agave. Definitely an agave forward Blanco, but not a huge. It's like an agave grenade. All right. So when I, explain some agaves, like whoa, some blancos, like it's a nuclear explosion, right? It's a full-on bomb. This is more like agave grenade territory going into bomb territory, but it's there. It's definitely there, and I love it. All right. So cheers. Let's take a sip. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, the taste on this at first. Oh, it tastes more like agave than it actually smells like agave. The agave, it's there. It is the dominant smell, the dominant aroma. It's just not super intense. There's some blancos where it's physically, you can just like they're squeezing the juice into the bottle, right? This is there. It is the dominant aroma for sure, but the taste is absolutely even more so. I love that. Let me take another sip. Woo. There is no ethanol. There is no pepper. This is full in your face agave, but it's more raw agave, right? It's a bit more, or I should say, it's a little less sweet than a like cooked agave. So when you're drinking, there is a distinction between raw agave and cooked agave. That cooked agave is going to be a little bit of a deeper. I think that's what it is. It's not as in depth because it's that raw agave flavor, not the cooked agave. When you have a Blanco that's tasting like a cooked agave forward, it's going to be a bit more like deep in flavor, like I don't want to say dark, right? But it really is that deep dark, that char, that cooked, that sweetness, where this is agave, but it's more light in the flavor. It's more light in the intensity because it tastes a bit more like raw agave. It's a nice little balance, but it's definitely going more to the raw side. Let me take this last sip. Wow. Absolutely. And this is a steal. This really is a steal. This bottle, Tierra Noble, again, nobody talks about this. Why? Because the majority of people have never even heard about it. They don't know. They just follow the trends. But this has been around for a very long time, and they're still making some delicious, delicious tequila. This bottle, as you can see, I thought I had the date on there. It does not have the date. Does it have the date? No, it does not have the date, but this is a newer bottle. I just got this bottle, I want to say a few months back. So it is a newer bottle for sure. But man, this right here, absolutely delicious. Highly recommend it. And that's why you come here to see things nobody else is drinking. So hit that like and subscribe if you have not done so already. And follow me on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right. Thank you for being here and take care, everybody.